Hello everyone, this is Adam Relkin here, filling in for Thomas Maynard today. And I'm joined by normal co-host Mariyaan and Narang right here.
Yes, I'm here with guest host Adam Rumpel. I'm happy to have him.
Yep, and this is episode 12 today that we are doing, which is about wellness checking and seeing how everyone is doing this semester so far. Recently, fall break just came to a close. Midterms have come to a close, and now we're in the second half stretch here at UNH as part of the fall semester. And there's going to be a lot going on. I mean, we're about to be in November, which it's going to get a lot colder. There's going to be more build-up towards finals, final projects, a lot of different things going on. But there's still so much greatness going on here on campus, and we want to take a look and see, how everyone's doing, have great memories, how are they doing with classes, favorites, not so great favorites. But it's going to be interesting to see what we go through today.
Yeah, excited for this episode. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, I can start. Great. What is your name, year, and major?
My name is Eliza. I'm a senior and I'm studying biochemistry.
That's very interesting. How's your semester been going so far? Like, are you keeping up, cruising, or counting down?
I feel like I'm mostly cruising, just like one difficult class. Physics, never really my forte, but the other sciences I seem to feel fairly confident
Interesting. I didn't take physics in high school.
in. Me neither.
Yeah. And then, what's something that's been keeping you motivated or positive lately?
Celebrating little wins, like a beautiful day like this, or treating myself to coffee or my favorite food after. Just something to keep your spirits up and it's okay.
Great ways to keep yourself up. I would definitely agree. And when you need a break from schoolwork, what's your go-to way to de-stress or recharge?
My go-to way to de-stress or recharge, I would say, would be going on a walk. I love days like this. Or hiking, especially with the weather. I was planning to go to Sleeping Giant, hopefully later, so something like that.
Yeah, seems like some nice strategies.
Yeah.
And if you could give one piece of advice to other students right now, what would it be?
I would say study hard, but
Agreed.
always don't forget to reward yourself, even the smallest things, even if it's a better grade than you thought you would on a test. That's still something worth celebrating, and it makes it a lot easier to go by.
I 100% agree. Thank you very much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you for joining us on Channel with Chargers. What's your name, year, and major?
My name is Malachi Boujali, and I am an intelligence analysis major.
Nice. What do you usually do for intelligence analysis?
It's usually just like, it's a government type major. It's like intelligence in the government. So.
Okay, so you're gonna be like in the future, you're gonna be out there protecting.
Yeah, that you can't see.
Live. The future generation is the generation that's gonna build the future. So, what's been the biggest challenge for you this semester, and how have you been managing it?
I'd say balancing school, work, and track is my hardest challenge this semester, and I've been handling it by just taking it day by day and reaching out to my peers for support.
All right, nice. And what's something that's been keeping you motivated or positive lately?
The thought of me competing in December is keeping me going. That's all I need.
Okay, so just getting to that goal is what can drive you.
Yes, sir.
W. When you need a break from schoolwork, what's your go-to way to de-stress or recharge?
I usually head out. So my room is behind me. I usually head out to this little gazebo and listen to some music just to de-stress a little bit. So that's what you caught me doing.
That's fire. I'm glad to see you end your daily routine. It's good to catch Charger and they're this is your chill spot.
Yeah.
So it's nice to interview you here and get to see how you enjoy this place to the fullest.
Yeah.
Alright. And if you could give one piece of advice to other students right now, what would it be?
Everything isn't as big as it seems. Just make sure to take a step back sometimes and assess what you're really dealing with. That's my advice.
Okay. Okay, so when things look like so confusing, you don't know what's what, just take a step back and just say, okay, here's what it is. And then like that's how you can make it less stressful.
Mhm.
All right, well, thank you. That's some really good advice. I'm sure people will be really well off with that.
Of course.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure interviewing you.
It's a pleasure.
So, what's your name, year, and major?
I'm Justice. I'm a freshman and I major in finance.
Sounds nice. And how's your semester been going so far? Like,
We're going well. I can't really complain at all. Honestly, been having a lot of fun.
yeah, seems like a good way to go about things. And what's your biggest challenge been so far this semester? And how have you been able to manage it?
Honestly, probably balancing the workload with basketball. I'm on the team, and that takes up most of my time. It's like a job, and balancing that with school could get a little hard. But I think I've managed to, do well by it so far.
Yeah, I get it. And when you need a break from schoolwork, what's your go-to way to de-stress and recharge?
I lay in my bed and watch anime. Honestly, watching some Full Metal Alchemist right now. Just finished that.
Yeah, anime I know has really been on the rise in the past few years.
Yeah.
Again, and if you could give one piece of advice to other students right now, what would it be?
Keep going. Even if you think you're at rock bottom, there's always brighter days. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
I absolutely agree. And once again, thank you for joining us
Got
today.
you. That's it?
Yep, that's
All
it.
right. Yes, sir.
So, tell me when I can start. I'm good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are your names, years, and majors?
I'm Delaney Moreau. I'm a sophomore and I major in criminal justice.
I'm Caroline Yesenia. I'm a freshman and I major in criminal justice.
Sounds nice. And how's your semester been going so far? Like, are you keeping up, cruising? What's it been like, coming back from fall break?
It's been pretty good. I feel like the work's been slow ever since we got back because everyone knows we're kind of getting back into it. It's been pretty easy. I did all my work over break too, so I was nice and caught up when I got back.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I still have some work to do, but I'm getting there.
Sounds nice catching back up. And what's something that's been keeping you motivated or positive lately?
The seesaw cookies. I reward myself whenever I finish my work.
I think getting to see my friends this weekend. That's really motivating me.
Yeah, that's definitely something that helps out. And when you need a break from schoolwork, what's a go-to way to de-stress or recharge?
Either watch some Netflix or go to field hockey practice or draw or paint.
I like to write my journal. It's a big one.
That sounds nice. And if you could give one piece of advice to other students right now, what would it be?
Do your work. Don't wait till the last minute. Also,
Definitely.
have a bunch of different colored pens for notes.
Yeah.
Do your work.
Yep. That's the last question. Thank you both for joining us today on Chatting with Chargers.
No problem.
What are your names, years, and majors?
My name is Jordan Mancuso Samola. I am a sophomore and I am a political science major.
I'm Austin Mancuso Samola. I'm also a sophomore and I'm here for paramedicine.
Yep, nice to see you both here. And how's your semester been so far? Are you keeping up, cruising, and what's it been like coming back from break so far?
I feel it's been a really good transition and a lot of resources to help stay on track, and so happy to be back.
Yeah, my teachers have reached out and they said like if you need help with tutoring, that they can help set me up with that.
Yep, seems like a lot of great deals there. And what's something that's been keeping up positively and motivating for both of you?
I gotta say, it's waking up knowing that I can have wild for dinner. That's my motivation.
Mine is probably knowing that I'm with a good group of friends that I'm rooming with that I can rely on for anything.
Sounds like a lot of greatness going on there. And when you need a break from schoolwork, what's your go-to way to decharge or recharge?
I kind of just go for a walk, maybe talk to my roommates. Nothing special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just like whether it's watching YouTube or just going for a walk as well. I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of common
Yeah.
ways for people to decompress.
Yeah.
And if you could give one piece of advice to other students right now, what would it be?
Find time for yourself. There's 24 hours in a day. It's important to at least find an hour for yourself.
Mine is probably be nice to yourself. You know, if you realize that things are getting a little rough, don't get down on yourself, and take the time to yourself, like you said.
Yep. And once again, thank you guys for joining us today here on the show, and have a great day.
Thank you
too.
so much.
What's your name, year, and major?
My name is Franklin Villa. I'm a freshman, and I'm doing computer science.
Sounds very fun. How's your semester been going so far? And are you keeping up cruising? And what's it been like coming back from break?
So far, like it's the first starting out college. But I feel like I've adjusted well to like campus life. I've been keeping up with classes. Like it was difficult at first, but like gradually I've gotten like more used to the workload, and I got to see my family over break, so that's nice. I haven't seen them in a while.
That sounds great. And what's something that's been keeping you motivated or positive lately?
Honestly, just like getting my degree, like I want to get my degree. I want to graduate in 4 years, like enter the workforce, So like that's what's been motivating me, because
Yeah.
college is expensive. I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, I get it. But when you need a break from schoolwork, what's your way to go to de-stress or recharge?
Sometimes I just like getting a drink from the Dunkin' Donuts over there, then just like hanging out in the gazebo just to like relax,
Yeah, the gazebo's a pretty nice place when the weather's nice.
It is nice, yeah.
And last question, if you could give one piece of advice to other students right now, what would it be?
Sometimes you're gonna fail in life, but like you shouldn't let that slow you down. Instead, you should learn from that.
I absolutely agree. And once again, thank you for coming on Chatting with Charters
Thank
with
you.
us today.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right. What's your name, year, and major?
Hi, I'm Shannon, and I'm a criminal justice student.
Nice. What's your year?
So I'm technically in my 4th year, but I'm in the master's program.
Wow, so you're OG, been doing this?
Yeah.
You got experience.
Yeah, I graduated with my bachelor's in 3 years, and then this year I'm working for my final year. It's my master's.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So you are probably one of the best people we could interview. How did you? Okay, let's just dive into questions.
Okay.
Let's not jump too far ahead. How has your semester been going so far? Are you keeping up, cruising, or counting down to break?
I'm cruising. The master's program is definitely different. You can only take up to, I believe it's 4 classes a semester, but master's classes tend to be in mini terms, so they're 2 in the beginning, 2 in the end. But the workload is a lot harder, but I don't have to spend as much time in class, or I'm used to writing papers, so it's not as bad, but most master's classes require a lot of writing, so it's okay. So I would say I'm cruising.
Okay, so for master classes, it's you're not there for as long, but you're doing more work like on your free
Off
time.
class, yeah.
Okay, so let's go into the next question. Then we could sort of dive how you work with that and fit it into your schedule. What's been the biggest challenge for you this semester, and how have you been managing it?
I would definitely say the workload. The workload is a lot more than I was expecting. As previously I've taken master's classes, but this is like all master's classes, no undergraduate. I think if anything, I would say the most difficult part is the workload, and I've been able to manage, but I definitely feel like I spend like easily 12 hours a day doing homework.
Man, so how do you make sure that you're not stressed out for doing all this work? Like how do you calm yourself?
Well, I will admit I'm a big procrastinator, so I end up doing things like maybe like the day or two before it's due.
Same.
But I find that if I put myself in an environment, specifically like I like coming to like the cafe here or in Jasmine's, so I put myself in an environment where I can easily do work and like get like a coffee or something, like I'm more able to like lock in. And I also find that like listening to music helps me, because then, or like listening to a specific type of music, it like helps me better like put myself in a mental environment and focus.
Okay, so the way you can relieve stress and make the work not as much of a, this heavy, you find a study place that will...
Yeah, I think it works differently for everyone. I think everyone has their own little thing that they like to do when they study, like whether or not that's like the library or like a public place. Like I think that I realized throughout my years here that like if you're able to find yourself in an environment that you know that if you put yourself in there, like maybe even just putting your phone on do not disturb, because you know you're gonna go on your phone if you're just like, oh, this is so boring. Let me just go on my phone. Like I sometimes put my phone in my bag, so I'm like, you know what, like I'm just gonna do this work, and that's gonna be how it's gonna be. But I definitely think that it's different for everyone. So it's like finding your own pace and environment that you feel most comfortable in to be able to like lock in and keep yourself non-stressed, but also getting your work done.
That's a really good answer. You kind of answered one of the questions we were going to ask later.
Okay.
So very, very good. Why do you need a break? When you need a break from schoolwork, what's your go-to way to de-stress or recharge?
I like watching movies and TV shows. Like I think that if I'm able to like watch something, or even just on YouTube, like just something like simple where I can just like lay down, maybe have like a snack or drink water and like just overly relax. Like most of the time I do like to relax by myself, but yeah, I find that like doing something like simple like that like helps recharge my mind.
Yeah, like you're doing work for 12 hours.
Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes.
Having that 15 minutes or whatever time you take for those YouTube videos definitely will, I feel like it could help relieve the stress.
Yeah, it helps like calm my mind down, and sometimes I do think that if I read an assignment and I see that it's not as bad as I thought, or like that also helps de-stress, because like sometimes I overthink my assignments and I think that it's gonna be like, oh my god, this is 12 pages long, like I'm gonna be stuck doing this, but then I read what I have to write and it's like, oh, that's not as bad. So I do kind of procrastinate then, because then I'm like, oh, I have time to do this, like this doesn't have to be done this second. But I think that sometimes the pressure does help, but when it's completely last minute, it's the point where you're about to be turning this in late, I think that's a problem. But yeah, the 15 minutes, sometimes even like TikTok or just scrolling Twitter, like little things like that where it's just like, I'm not looking at work, this is the least of my problems, definitely helps.
Okay, what's your name, year, and major?
My name's Zach Rivet. I'm a senior, and I'm a music and sound recording major.
Sounds nice. And how's your semester been going so far? And are you keeping up cruising? And how's it been like coming back from break?
My semester's very busy. I got a full class load. I work part-time and making music every day. So yeah, I got a lot going on.
Yeah, sounds like a lot. And what's your biggest challenge this semester? And how have you been able to manage it?
Definitely time management. I need to make sure I have time for everything. I also have a girlfriend, and I'm in the marching band. I'm in leadership, so trying to make sure that I'm slotting time for everything that is a priority is my biggest challenge.
Yeah, I totally get it. And then when you need a break from schoolwork, what's your go-to way to de-stress or recharge?
Drum, just hit stuff.
I played drums too, so I play drums too, so that's definitely a great way to.
Mm-hmm.
And last question, if you could give one piece of advice to other students right now, what would it be?
Oh man, that's a good question. I mean, I guess make sure that you have a way to de-stress. Like I just said, mine's drumming. Make sure that when things get too much, that you have something you can go to relieve all that pressure.
I absolutely agree. And once again, thank you for joining us today on Chatting with Chargers.
Yeah, of course.
Hey guys, so Mariyaan unfortunately had to run, but you know, I'm still here, and I thought that talking to people about the vibes following the end of fall break and midterms with the final home stretch coming up in the fall semester was really interesting to hear various different perspectives and thoughts about what's next and how things are going to start building up, and just seeing how everyone's going to adjust again towards as we get closer to the end of this semester. So again guys, thank you guys for all watching today's episode, and we'll see you all next time hopefully.